Have you ever wondered what your body's whispering about your future? Have you ever stopped to think, what if your body's already dropping hints about how many years you've got left? Not in some cryptic, mysterious way, but through the little things you do every day, the way you walk, how tightly you can grip a jar, or even how well you sleep at night. Once you hit 70, every year starts to feel like a gift wrapped in tissue paper. Precious, fragile, and something you want to hold on to as long as you can. Some folks sail through their 70s and beyond, sharp as a tack, full of energy, while others feel the weight of time creeping in, aches, fatigue, a slower step. What's the difference? It's not just luck or genes. It's in the signals your body's sending you right now, subtle clues that can tell you a lot about how long you might stick around and how good those years could be. Today, we're diving into 7 signs that researchers and doctors have spotted in people who live long, vibrant lives past 70. These aren't guesses or old wives' tales. They're patterns, backed by science, that show up in how you move, eat, sleep, and connect with the world. By the time we're done, you'll have a roadmap to check in with yourself, see where you stand, and, here's the best part, figure out what you can do to stretch those years out a little longer, with more joy and strength to boot. Stick with me, because you might be missing something small that could change everything. Life's a marathon, not a sprint, and at this stage, it's all about running it smart. Let's get started. Sign 1. Your walking speed, the rhythm of your days. Think about the last time you took a walk, maybe around the block, down to the mailbox, or just across the room. How fast did you go? Did it feel easy, or were you catching your breath, steadying yourself against a wall? Your walking speed isn't just about getting from point A to point B, it's like a ticker tape spilling out secrets about your health. Studies show that folks who keep a brisk, steady pace well into their 70s and 80s tend to outlive those who shuffle along, slowing down year by year. Why? Because how fast you walk ties straight into your muscle strength, your heart's stamina, and even how well your brain's firing. Take Joe, a 75-year-old who's out every morning striding along with a bounce in his step. He doesn't think twice about crossing the street before the light changes or climbing a few stairs to visit a friend. Then there's Frank, same age, who used to love a good hike but now takes twice as long to get anywhere. He pauses mid-walk, leans on his cane, and feels a little wobbly on uneven ground. Joe's not just moving faster, he's showing off a body that's still humming along, while Frank's slower pace might be whispering about weaker muscles, a tired heart, or even the early shadows of something neurological creeping in. But here's the beauty of it, your legs aren't done with you yet. Walking speed isn't set in stone, it's something you can nudge back up. Start small, take a lap around the house, maybe add a few minutes each day. Throw in some leg stretches or a light march in place while the coffee brews. Life's about motion, and every step you take is a vote for more time. So next time you're out there, pay attention to your rhythm. It's not just a walk, it's a conversation with your future self. Sign 2. Your grip strength, holding onto life. Now let's shift gears. Think about your hands for a second. When you shake someone's hand, open a stubborn jar, or carry a bag of groceries, how strong do you feel? That grip of yours isn't just handy for daily chores, it's a window into how much vitality you've got left. Research keeps pointing to this. A firm, steady grip in your later years is a sign of strong muscles, good blood flow, and a nervous system that's still on its game. A weaker grip? It might mean your body's starting to let go, little by little. Picture Robert 78 with a handshake that could still make you wince. He's the guy who lifts a dumbbell now and then, pops open jars for his grandkids, and hauls his gardening tools without a second thought. Then there's Walter, also 78, who's noticed his hands aren't what they used to be. That bottle cap's a struggle, and the grocery bag slips more often than it stays put. He shrugs it off as just getting old, but what he's missing is that his fading grip could be a red flag. Less muscle mass, more frailty, and a bigger chance of stumbles or falls down the road. Your hands tell a story about resilience. They're how you hold on to the world, literally and figuratively. And the good news? You can rewrite that story. Grab a tennis ball and squeeze it while you watch TV, or pick up some light weights next time you're at the store. Every little squeeze is a step toward keeping your independence, your strength, your life. So, here's a question for you. When was the last time you noticed how strong your grip feels? Or give it a test today. It might surprise you what it's saying. Powerful that. If you're still with me and loving these nuggets of wisdom, drop a number 2 in the comments. I'd love to know you're out there riding this journey with me. Haven't hit that subscribe button yet? Do it now and tap the bell so you never miss a single dose of inspiration. Your support fuels us, keeping the good vibes and life-changing tips coming your way. All right, let's keep the momentum going. Onward we roll. Sign 3. Your balance. Standing tall through the years. Let's try something real quick. Stand up, lift 1 foot off the ground and see how long you can hold it. 10 seconds more? Or did you wobble right away? Balance might not cross your mind much until you trip over a rug or sway reaching for the top shelf, but it's one of the sneakiest predictors of a long, healthy life. People who can stand steady on one leg well past 70 tend to keep going strong, while those who teeter are more likely to face falls, injuries, or even a foggy mind. Think of Carol in her early 70s, who's been doing yoga for years. She lifts a foot like it's nothing, holds it without a flinch, and moves through her day with grace. Then there's Nancy, same age, who hasn't thought much about balance until lately. She tries the one-leg trick and nearly topples, grabbing the chair for dear life. What Nancy doesn't see is that her shaky stance isn't just clumsy, it's a sign her legs, her nerves, and maybe even her brain aren't syncing up like they used to. Balance is life's quiet superpower. It keeps you upright, sure, but it's also about coordination, strength, and mental sharpness. Lose it and the world gets a little smaller. Fewer walks, more caution, less freedom, but you can build it back. Stand on one leg while brushing your teeth, walk hill to 2 down the hallway, or try a gentle Tai Chi video online. It's not about acrobatics, it's about telling time you're not ready to sit down yet. Life's a balancing act after all, why not get good at it? Sign for your sleep, the nighttime reset. How did you sleep last night? Did you drift off easy, stay out for a solid stretch and wake up ready to go? Or were you tossing, turning, staring at the ceiling, or dragging through the morning? Sleep's not just a break from the day. It's when your body patches itself up, your immune system reloads, and your brain sweeps out the junk. Folks over 70 who sleep well, consistently, deeply, tend to stick around longer, while choppy sleepers face bigger risks. Fuzzy memory, a weaker heart, a worn-out body. Take Henry, mid-70s, who's got bedtime down to an art. 7 hours, clockwork, waking up refreshed like he's recharged overnight. Then there's Bill, same age, who's up and down all night, restless, groggy, and feeling it in his bones by noon. Henry's cruising along, mind clear and energy steady, while Bill's fighting brain fog and creeping blood pressure issues, all tied to those rough nights. Sleep's your secret weapon, especially now. It's not just about feeling good, it's about giving your body a fighting chance. Struggling? Cut the late-night screen glow. Sip some tea instead of coffee after dinner. Let the sun wake you up naturally. Small tweaks, big payoffs. So, here's another question. What's your sleep telling you lately? Listen close. It's more than a whisper about last night. It's a hint about tomorrow. If you're still with me and loving these nuggets of wisdom, drop a number 4 in the comments. I'd love to know you're out there riding this journey with me. Haven't hit that subscribe button yet? Do it now and tap the bell so you never miss a single dose of inspiration. Your support fuels us, keeping the good vibes and life-changing tips coming your way. All right, let's keep the momentum going. Onward we roll. Sign 5. Your appetite, fueling the journey. Let's talk food. Do you still look forward to meals, savoring every bite, or has eating started to feel like a chore? Your appetite after 70 isn't just about hunger. It's a gauge of how well your body's holding up. A steady, healthy appetite keeps your muscles strong, your immune system humming, and your energy flowing. But if it's fading, or you're leaning on junk instead of good stuff, it might be a sign something's off. Margaret, 74, loves her kitchen time, fresh veggies, lean meats, a little fruit for dessert. She's steady, strong, and full of zip. Susan, same age, isn't so sure anymore. She's not hungry like she used to be, skips breakfast, nibbles on chips instead of cooking. She's dropping weight she didn't mean to, and her spark's dimming. That shrinking appetite could mean her body's not getting what it needs, maybe digestion's off, hormones are shifting, or something deeper stirring. Food's more than fuel, it's a celebration of being here. If your plate's looking emptier, don't shrug it off, load up on colors, greens, reds, yellows. Sip water all day, maybe chat with a doctor if it's been a while. You've earned every meal, make them count. Life's too rich to let it slip through a half-empty fork. Sign 6, your stress, weathering the storms. How do you handle the rough days, the unexpected bill, the grandkid who won't call back, the ache that won't quit? Stress isn't just a mood, it's a force that can wear you down or lift you up, depending on how you wrestle it. People who manage it well past 70, staying cool, finding calm, tend to dodge the big hitters, heart trouble, inflammation, a shorter fuse on life. Chronic worriers? They're carrying a heavier load than they know. John, 76, gets it. Life throws curveballs, always has, but he breathes deep, talks it out with a buddy, lets it go. Richard, same age, can't shake it. He frets over every little thing, sleeps poorly, feels the tension in his chest. John's still kicking strong while Richard's stress is carving lines deeper than years alone could. Stress is part of the deal, life's messy, beautiful chaos. But you can tame it. Walk it off, laugh at a dumb joke, call someone who gets you. It's not about dodging trouble, it's about not letting it own you. Ask yourself this: when was the last time stress got the better of you, or you got the better of it? Your answer might just shift the clock. If you're still with me and loving these nuggets of wisdom, drop a number 6 in the comments. I'd love to know you're out there writing this journey with me. Haven't hit that subscribe button yet? Do it now and tap the bell so you never miss a single dose of inspiration. Your support fuels us, keeping the good vibes and life-changing tips coming your way. All right, let's keep the momentum going. Onward we roll. Sign 7, your connections, the ties that bind. Who's in your corner these days? Friends who share your stories, family who know your quirks, that neighbor who waves every morning with a grin. The people around you aren't just company, they're lifelines, anchors in life's unpredictable waves. Study after study proves it. Strong social ties keep you going longer, healthier, happier, while loneliness sneaks in like a thief, chipping away at your heart, your mind, your years. It's not just about having bodies nearby. It's the laughter, the shared silences, the feeling you're not facing the world solo. Think about your crew who's still there, lighting up your days. They're more precious than you might realize, a quiet force keeping you steady as time marches on. Eleanor, 78, thrives on it. She's living proof of connections magic. She's got her book club where debates spark and friendships bloom. Her kids on speed dial for quick chats or long heart-to-hearts. A coffee date every week that's as much about the company as the caffeine. She laughs loud, listens hard, feels alive in every moment. Barbara, same age, drifts alone on a different tide. Friends faded with time's passing. Families distant, busy with their own lives. And her days are quiet, too quiet, filled with echoes of what used to be. Eleanor's connections keep her sharp and steady, a glow in her step. Barbara's isolation pulls her down, step by silent step, into a smaller, dimmer world, one surrounded by life, the others watching it slip away. You're not built to go it alone, not now, not ever, no matter how independent you've always been. Reach out, an old pal you haven't called in years, a new group at the community center, a quick "how you doing" text to someone who'd smile to hear from you. It's not just warm fuzzies or passing the time, it's medicine for the soul, a spark that keeps your spirit burning bright. Life's a tapestry, and every thread you weave, every conversation, every shared meal makes it stronger, longer, brighter. You've got a lifetime of wisdom to share. Don't let it sit quiet. Pick up the phone, step out the door. Your next connection might just add years to your story. Wrapping it up, your next move. So, where do you stand right now in this wild, beautiful ride called life? Are you striding through your days with a firm grip and a full beating heart? Or are there little cracks starting to show, slower steps as you cross the room, weaker hands fumbling with a jar, quieter nights that feel too still, hinting it's time to tune up? These 7 signs, your walk, your grip, your balance, sleep, appetite, stress, and connections, aren't a sentence handed down like a judge's gavel. They're a compass, pointing you toward what's possible. And here's the magic, you can steer them. You're not locked into some unchangeable fate, you're just at a crossroads, and every choice you make now is a chance to stretch this journey out, to claim more sunrises for yourself. Don't sit around waiting for someone else, a doctor, a friend, or time itself to tell you it's time to act. Lace up those shoes and take a walk, even if it's just to the porch. Squeeze that ball until your hands remember their strength. Call that friend who's been on your mind and let their voice lift you. Life after 70 isn't about counting down the days like a fading calendar. It's about stacking up moments that matter. Moments of joy, purpose, and fight. You've got wisdom carved from decades, scars that tell tales of survival, stories that could fill books. Use them to live better, not just longer. Take the reins. This is your time to shine, to rewrite what aging looks like for you. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I'm honored you spent these minutes here. Drop a comment below. Tell me one thing that hit home, one step you're ready to take toward a stronger tomorrow. Your voice keeps this going, keeps us connected, and I love hearing every word of it. If this sparks something in you, hit that like button, subscribe so we can keep this journey rolling. Share it with someone who needs a nudge. Here's to more years, more life, rich, full, and yours to shape. Catch you in the next one, my friends.